almost indescribable.
Hi, I'm Brad Franz from Chevrolet Marketing, and today I'm here with Josh Holder on the introduction of the all-new Corvette ZR1. Josh, we understand the team's been super excited about this, but before we dive into ZR1, can we just talk a little bit about the journey that we've been on and what Corvette has meant over the last couple of years leading up to this point?
We planned the ZR1 from the beginning. So with the Stingray, followed by the track-ready Z06, followed by the all-weather capability of the E-Ray, the hardware that goes in each of those cars was planned from the beginning, which is why the LT7 evolved from the LT6. It's still got that flat plane crank, high revving magic, but this time the equipped turbochargers really bring the power to these unbelievable levels.
And you know, when you sit and you look at the car, it just looks fast, right? Like every Corvette. How important is it to also keep the design cues that have made this generation of Corvette so special?
Well, keeping the foundation lets us keep the fantastic mid-engine proportions. The cues on the ZR1 expand upon its performance. So everything you see on the outside of the ZR1 has some functional purpose, and many of them have more than one functional purpose. The intercooler heat exchanger in the hood, not only does it cool the charge air, but it also helps create front downforce.
Let's talk about the numbers. Can you give us a rundown of what ZR1's bringing to the table here?
Brad, the numbers are incredible. 1,064 horsepower, more than 800 foot-pounds of torque from 3,000 RPM to 6,500 RPM, more than 1,000 pounds of downforce at top speed, and a quarter-mile time well under 10 seconds. It's going to be the fastest Corvette that we've ever done.
Okay, all right, well, that's an important one here. Let's just take a step back. Fastest Corvette ever. Are you confirming 212 plus today?
Significantly faster than 212 miles an hour. It's absolutely incredible.
And when you start to think about the acceleration, how does that feel?
It's really mind-blowing. The first time you get in the car, you get this experience that's like, oh my God, what did I just feel? But it doesn't go away. It never disappoints. You never get used to this kind of power. It's always special. It's always enjoyable. So the ZR1 represents the first ever factory turbocharged Corvette.
When you think about turbochargers, some might say, hey, there's going to be some lag. You know, it takes a little bit of time to spool up. What are some of the things that you all did as a team to mitigate that?
That's a great question, Brad. And these turbochargers are massive. 76 millimeter compressors. So in the design of the turbocharger, we phase the exhaust cams in the engine to keep turbo speed as high as possible. We change ignition timing, throttle position, and we have a special wastegate that's electronically controlled. So we can use those features to keep turbo speeds as high as possible. So when you're exercising the ZR1 on the twisty roads, your favorite place to drive, or even on the track, that massive power and torque is always available. It's incredible.
Yeah. Well, Josh, thanks so much for the time today. Really appreciate it. I think everyone's going to be extremely excited about what the 2025 Corvette ZR1 has to offer. You guys really rocked it. Thanks for giving us a vehicle like this.
Thank you, Brad. We can't wait to share it with the world.
From this angle, you really see how low this car sits. It's like a blade skimming the pavement. The nose is all about airflow, with that orange splitter tying back to the '68 Le Mans winner. Check out the wheels.
You drop way down into this thing, almost feel like you're sliding into a fighter jet. The seats are fixed to the floor, steering wheel comes to you, and everything is wrapped in Alcantara and bare carbon. These bolsters hug you tight, but the steering's alive in my hands, immediate, just the right weight. You feel every ripple in the tarmac, but it's never nervous. I brush the throttle and the car leaps forward, those turbos spool, and you get this wave of torque. Then a hard
steering is quick, laser precise, but there's still weight to it. Every input translates right to the front tires. Squeeze the throttle and the turbos shove you forward. There's this tidal wave of torque that just keeps pulling. Brake pedals
are sharp, light, but with weight just as the front tires load up. You feel the nose bite and the whole car pivots cleanly. Roll onto the throttle and the twin-turbo V6 just shoves. It's immediate, a wave that doesn't let up.
The wheel feels alive in my hands, light, with a steady weight that tells me exactly what those front tires are doing. I roll into the throttle, and the twin-turbo V6 just pours on the power. Smooth.
The steering is so direct. Tiny inputs and the nose just goes where I'm looking. You feel the tire load build through your palms. Lean on the throttle and the turbo V6 shoves you forward like a slingshot, but it stays.
The wheel feels alive in my hands, light, with a steady weight that tells me exactly what those front tires are doing. I roll into the throttle, and the twin-turbo V6 just pours on the power. Smooth.
The moment you turn the wheel, it feels alive. Super precise, but never nervous. I can place the nose exactly where I want through these sweepers. Get on the power, and it just lunges. The twin
In the GT, everything you touch is built for the drive. A 12-inch digital cluster puts track, sport, VMAX, and wet modes right in front of you. The suede wrapped wheel is packed with controls, cruise, volume, voice commands, so your hands never leave.
The Heritage Edition's cockpit is all business and all tech. A 12-inch digital cluster puts telemetry and custom layouts right in front of you. The race bred wheel packs carbon paddles and every drive mode switch within thumb.
The 2021 GT Heritage Edition's cockpit is all about purpose. The flat top wheel is wrapped in Alcantara, packed with drive mode, cruise, and audio controls, and backed by bright magnetic.
Up front, a 20 by 8.5-inch forged aluminum wheel clams a 6-piston Brembo and a 15.5-inch carbon ceramic rotor wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s. Behind it, the GT uses a double wishbone layout with a
suspension. Up front, the Ford GT uses forged aluminum double wishbones and a pushrod that drives inboard coilover dampers, just like a prototype race car. At the rear, another set of wishbones with adaptive hydraulic.
Sitting just ahead of those twin pipes is a 3.5-liter twin-turbo EcoBoost V6, tuned to 660 horsepower and 550 pound-feet of torque. All of it flows.
2700, the rear clamshell sits a 3.5-liter twin-turbo EcoBoost V6, delivering 660 horsepower and 550 pound-feet of torque. It feeds a 7-speed